The Atlantis storyline is the first pitch made for the movie, pitched as a hybrid live-action animated movie by Steven Hillenburg and Paul Tibbitt after the release of the second SpongeBob movie. It was rejected by Paramount, fearing that the movie would underperform at the box office due to being set in Atlantis. 50 for another reason of the pitch being cancelled was also due that the studio changed directors. 55 according to a now deleted Reddit thread made on November 2019. The pitch would have been about Gary being kidnapped and taken to Atlantis in order to be cloned while Spongebob would have to save him. King Neptune would have appeared in this movie and would have been played by David Bowie. A picture attached to the post showed the planned scenery for this movie. Paul Tibbitt confirmed the existence of this pitch and added that the third act taking place in Atlantis would have featured human actors while the paintings were meant for live-action sets. He also clarified that David Bowie was never involved in this movie. 57 to concept art made by Jared Krzyzewski. 58-59 and revealed on October 2020 showcase the original design for King Neptune and his minions, and that King Neptune would have originally been portrayed by actor Will Ferrell. More concept art were later revealed by Ruben Hickman. The Alien Cat storyline is an early version of the movie made by Paul Tibbitt. 61 unlike the first pitch or the final version of the movie, this storyline is more science fiction inspired. While it's unknown when it started development, the earliest concept art made for this project date from October 2015. The main antagonists were an army of anthropomorphic cats wearing red mech suits who were led by a character named Twinkles. This army was comprised of many spaceships such as battle cruiser, troop carriers, and spacecrafts named Cat Saucer. Their homeworld, on the other hand, was composed of giant scratching posts and furniture such as an oversized piano. Some concept art also showcased a giant robotic cat that would have used his paws to destroy everything around him. The robot can be seen in a storyboard where he is lured by SpongeBob and Gary through a black hole, and in a flashback scene where he can be seen destroying Gary's home world. While the full plot is unknown, concept art and storyboards made by Andy Gaskill 62, Christina Vardazarian 63, Ruben Hickman 64 and Wolf R. Digger Bloss 65 showcase SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and Sandy visiting different worlds. One of them was a futuristic-like world inhabited by dolphins who share similarities with Bubbles from the previous movie, suggesting that he could have likely returned in this early version of the plot. Another world that the group would have visited was an hell-inspired world where a purple character named Mortius and a woman called Sarcomer live. According to two storyboards, the group would also have returned to the surface. There, they would have met human versions of SpongeBob and Patrick during a fight with the cats. Other concept art showcase a flashback scene where Gary originally came from a world inhabited by Snill, while his parents were the rulers of this world. During an attack by the cats and of their Geon robotic cat, Gary was evacuated through an escape pod thanks to his parents. During his escape, the capsule would have collided with the collar of the huge robotic cat, disabling it in the process. After escaping his homeworld, Gary's escape pod would eventually arrive to Earth before diving into the ocean near Thibikini Atoll Island. When asked on Twitter about the storyboards, Vincent Waller wrote, "I believe that was a first pass at the story, but the entire Alien Cat storyline was later tossed out and rewritten." However, according to an interview with Tim Mill about the movie, the reason why the storyline was scrapped was because the previous script was a bit too far-fetched, and that Steve was always a F.